Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome back, inshallah. It's your girl, and inshallah today we're going to talk about building your evidence book, because that is probably one of the biggest needle movers in terms of getting you to actually do something that is uncomfortable and getting you to do something that is not only aligned with your goals, but is going to challenge you and that's going to allow you to grow. So I'm definitely going to come up with some kind of better introduction to this YouTube series, but what I really want to do, guys, is share with you in a very authentic way, in a more like long form version, essentially what has not only helped me lose over about 30 pounds twice, but alhamdulillah has allowed me to not only keep it off, but also help dozens and dozens and dozens of women do the exact same, inshallah. So building your evidence book, I have this kind of concept that I use with my clients, and it's quite literally, I get them to quite literally go to like a dollar store or whatever and buy a notebook. And in that notebook, you are going to, if you're watching this is your homework. It is to go and to purchase a cheap notebook, okay, or luxurious if you want to get all fancy with it, cool, but to literally get a notebook and to title it My Evidence Book. And what I want you to do in this book is everything that you do that is difficult, that makes you go outside of your comfort zone, or something that you have done in the past that it's hard. Because I guarantee you this, if you're in your 30s, 40s, and you are a Muslim woman living in the West, you have been through some hard crap, okay? You have been through some stuff, subhanAllah. And especially if you're also like working and you're trying to juggle a family, you're trying to juggle your ibadah, all of these things, you've been through a lot of stuff and you have done hard stuff before. So when it comes to your fitness journey, right? When it comes to doing something, trying to lose the weight, trying to keep it off, trying to break your emotional eating, it's not easy, right? It's not easy, but the thing is that you have done hard things before in the past. So it's not like you're not able to do hard things. You're able to do hard things. You just need to kind of bring that evidence from the stuff that you've done in the past that has been difficult, that has been challenging, and bring it to the future, to the present, essentially, to remind yourself that you are able to do these things, okay? So I legitimately want you to get a book, and I want you to go and I want you to think of all of the difficult things that you have been through, that you have not only been through, but you have pushed through and gone past, okay? And gotten past. So maybe you moved to a Western country on your own, or with your parents, and you guys, whatever, you dealt with a lot. Maybe you've gone to work and you've dealt with a lot of discrimination. You dealt with, girl, I don't know, you've just been through some stuff. You've been through some hard things in your personal life. Whatever it is, I want you to write down all the difficult situations that you have been through and that you have overcome, okay? And I want you, inshallah, this is going to be like an ongoing kind of like list that you're making. And the reason why having this evidence book, okay, is so important on your fitness journey, on your journey to breaking emotional eating, on your journey to achieving whatever goals that it is that you have in terms of fitness and wellness and self-improvement, is because there's going to be there could be days where you doubt yourself, where you're doubting your ability to be able to accomplish said goals. And you know what? That is totally, totally normal, because if you have been overweight, or if you have been out of shape, or if you have never, like your whole life, or if you've never strength trained before, if you've never really learned how to cook your cultural foods in a different manner to be more in line with your fitness goals, etc., like that's hard, guys. That's hard. Like strength training, learning how to strength train, learning these things, that could be very, very uncomfortable, especially if this is not something where you know, you were just more naturally like gifted in terms of, you know, being like more like athletic minded or anything like that, right? It's going to be difficult. And to getting yourself started on that journey oftentimes is the hardest part. So what helps with that, and what I've done with dozens and dozens of clients, and I've done with myself as well, is building up your evidence book of you and reminding yourself that you're able to do hard things, right? And now it's just that skill of being able to do hard things, we are transferring it from whatever you've been able to do hard in the past and that you've gotten over, we are transferring that now to the future. And we are using that of, I can learn how to hip hinge properly because I dealt with this nasty divorce, had to raise 2 kids on my own. And that was hard. So I think that I can learn how to hip hinge. Okay? I think I can learn how to make I'm thinking of what I cook for my husband Senegalese, right? So he likes this thing poulet yassa, okay? I can try and figure out how to cook poulet yassa in a way that is not going to make as big of a dent in my calorie budget every day. I can learn how to do that, even though that I've been doing it a certain way my whole life. I can learn how to do that, inshallah, because I was able to do X, Y, or Z in the past. Okay? Building your evidence book is really important when you are starting off on a fitness journey, inshallah. So that's my homework for you. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all those things. If you're enjoying these motivational videos, if you're enjoying these like tidbits of advice on your fitness journey, inshallah. And I would love to know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I want to know what you guys think. If you enjoy this series, that is the first one in the series. If you're going to enjoy this series, let me know. Follow me on Instagram. You can send me a DM. I'd love to hear your thoughts, inshallah. And once you got your evidence book, I'd love to hear what things that you are pulling, what evidence of you being able to do hard things that you are pulling from the past and bring it to the future, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Have an amazing, amazing day. And you know what? Have the best day of your life. All right? Assalamu alaikum.